Hello there, here we are with the next in the series of the Innovate 4 videos. This one is called Binary Beads, and what we're going to look at here is different types of coding and have a go at maybe trying to put some things into code ourselves, and also we're going to probably end up making something as a result. So under normal circumstances for binary beads, you would need to have pens and paper, elastic beads, and other bits, and you would need the key that the activity provides you with for different letters in binary code. Fine, you'll still need most of those. So if you are part of First Chalford Guides and you're watching this during lockdown, you will need this little bag of beads and bits. Yours will hopefully have your name in. You will need a copy of the Morse code alphabet because, as it happens at Chalford Guides, we did a lot of work in binary in February half term in our last sleepover. It also neatly links into the fact that it is 75 years since VE Day on Friday of this week. Again, under normal circumstances, we'll be talking about this a lot at guides and doing all sorts of activities. This is a more accessible way of doing this during lockdown. So where do you start? Now, during the meeting, first thing we're going to get you to do is to put things in code and swap them amongst yourselves. We'll use the whiteboard function in Zoom, and I dare say there will be some silliness. Once you've done that, have a think about what other types and ways of putting things into code there is. Pretty much everything that we deal with in electronic communication uses binary as its foundation. Before that, however, in the very earliest electronic messages were sent using something very similar to this. This is a Morse code key, and Morse code is made up of dots, these little dabs, and dashes, the longer communications. This is a Morse code key that you could actually use for transmitting dabs, and dashes, the longer communications. This is a Morse code key that you could actually use for transmitting Morse. I've borrowed it from Gloucestershire Raynet, who conveniently I'm married to a member of their team. So here is the International Morse code alphabet. You can see that each letter has, and in fact each number, although I've only given you letters here at the moment, has a different number of dibs and dabs of dots and dashes making it up. So the activity, the actual original skills builder activity, we've gone slightly off piste here, I'll suggest at the end that you make your own bracelet or necklace with a secret message in it. So that's why in your bags I've given you pieces of elastic string and an assortment of beads to thread onto it. So the first thing you need to work out is what are you going to say. Some of you, I've been able to give you teeny tiny, let me get that to focus, maybe not, teeny tiny letters for your names. I've not been able to do that for everybody. So you first of all need to think about what you're going to say. Mine's going to be nice and simple. It's going to say my name. So I've transcribed my name into Morse, M-A R-. Y-. This is why Morse code is a lot better in flashes of light or blips of sound than being said out loud. It means so much more. Right, so in your pack of beads, First Chalford Guides, you will find that there are some bigger beads which you can add on at the edges if you wish. There are teeny tiny beads like these ones. There you go, that's one just got on the floor. Which you need to choose what colour is going to be your dot and what colour is going to be your dash. So in my case, I'm going to have purple as a dash and turquoise as a dot. So I have put my Morse beads together with the dashes in purple and the dots in the small turquoise. And I've mixed in a few. I've put, because I happen to have the beads for my name, I've put my letters in as well, or nearly anyhow. But if you wanted to write something else, it could look like this. So I have encoded a different message. It looks like this. You can see I've used these middling sized beads as the gap between my letters, and this big bead here as the gap between the words. Not dissimilar to how Morse is transmitted, where 3 beats are used as a gap between letters and 1 beat is used as a gap between words. Now you can, if you want to, once you've worked out the message, fitted it in the best way possible, finish it off and make it into a proper bracelet, you can either put a loop like that in the end. This loop will stop any of the beads coming undone. Put it in the bag, put it in the envelope, bring it to guides after lockdown, job's done. Or, if you have somebody at home with a pair of pliers, you can work out how big you need the bracelet to be. Tie 1 single knot in the top end. Hold the knot inside the finding, that's the little silver bit of metal I've given you. Push down the middle bit, and then using your pliers to pull the corners over and screw down very firmly. And if you do that on both sides, you can then loop, on the ones I sent you, there's a little loop in a box clip. Loop those together and you've got a bracelet.